All right, here we go, folks. Just gonna rifle up another line. What did I say? Right from the bat, no messing around. These are serious contest lines. And they're always first try. Wow. Yeah. He falls.
I completely missed my step right there. Did you see? What is up, good people of YouTube? I am your host, Al Brunelle. We're about 200 feet down the street from that last edit. This is the Transition Park in Vista, California. And that has a feature here that can make you really good at skating. And if you're an experienced skater, it can, add a lot of tricks to your bag. That feature we're gonna dive into in a minute. But first, let's get our legs warmed up.
Yeah. Wow.
So welcome to the Transition Park in Vista, California. This thing's unreal, as you can see. This big bowl takes up most of the park. I really like this big bowl. This is that feature I was telling you guys about. This is the quarter pipe to bank right here. You can learn insane amounts of trick, especially if you're a beginner and you're trying to learn how to air. I think that is the best feature to teach you guys how to air on, because that bank is kind of like a safety net. We're gonna dive into that more. Let me show you more around the park.
Why am I filming so bad? Yeah. Killing spree. Jeez. Oh, stop it. Dirty dog. Wow. All right.
So this thing is unreal. First of all, I love the quarter pipes going up to it. It's steeper. A lot of other ones I've skated before are mellower, and when it's mellower, it's gonna shoot you higher on the bank. You gotta think about it. It's kind of like geometry. The steeper that the quarter pipe is, the more it's gonna kick you up. The mellower it is, the more it's gonna kick you out, okay? So these quarter pipe banks, they go, it kicks you up, fun to skate. So I'm sure that you can probably see from this angle that how shiny it is, the sun glaring on it. That glare kind of shows how slick this park is. I've noticed that the red material in the concrete makes parks a little bit slick, just like I kind of talked about in my street edit. It's the same park, just 200 feet down, same people made it. So it is going to be that same concrete, and it is going to be that same slickness. It is weird though, because I am noticing that the flat bottom in this park is a lot stickier than the one in the street course. I'm not sliding around as much, which is nice, but the transition walls are a little bit slick, which can also be scary. the reason I really wanted to talk about this obstacle today is I'm a transition skater, and I talk a lot about doing airs. I do a lot of airs, but you know, learning airs is hard. I know how long it took me to start learning airs. So I know I've mentioned, you know, the hip process and early grab process, but one thing I've never really mentioned is an obstacle just like this. This obstacle will teach you everything you need to know about airs, especially if you've already learned them from hips. You take them to here and you can really start understanding how flat wall airs work. We're talking about a feature that's really going to help your transition skating, and in particular, it's really going to help your airs in transition skating. If you've followed some of my videos, you know how to air on some of the hips. Your next step, if you're trying to learn how to air on a flat wall, is to take it to an obstacle like this. You can see that it's a quarter pipe going into a bank. That bank there is like a safety net. It's going to catch you. You can pop into it. You don't have to worry about hanging up, and it's not as steep as a quarter pipe is, you know. It's a bank, so you can kind of land on it, get used to landing airs on there before you want to take it to a proper flat wall. When I was younger and I was learning airs, I definitely did stuff like this before I took it to a full-on quarter pipe. So we're gonna try some tricks on here. I'm gonna get warmed up, and then another trick I really want to try and I've been wanting to learn is how to do ollie 540s. I've done them over hips, but I have yet to do it on a flat wall. And before I do it on a flat wall, I think I want to do an obstacle like this here at Vista. So I'm gonna try that myself, and I'm gonna try some other tricks and teach you guys something that might help you boost your skills and boost your airs in transition skating. So coming down in the bowl, you can really see how mellow like the bank is compared to the quarter pipes. The quarter pipes are a lot steeper because it goes up to an eventual lip, whereas the bank, it kind of just mellows out at a 45. Again, that is great for airing onto. You can go at big angles, catch long airs. You can go straight up and down, and you don't really have to be scared about where you're going to land because you know that you're going to be landing on a bank. Another huge thing with skating, you know, the quarter pipe into the bank is that the falls are generally not going to be as gnarly. I mean, you know, they can always be gnarly no matter what you're skating. You know, freak accidents can happen. But let's face it, when you're skating a quarter pipe like that, the falls are going to be way gnarlier, you know. Something bad could happen, the thuds, the smacks, the hang-ups. Can't really hang up on a bank. I mean, it is going to be a little fall if you're trying to commit and ride out and you fall there, but you know, as far as confidence goes and as far as trying tricks go, I would rather try something here first than trying something there. Once you guys understand the air process from going from the quarter pipe to the bank, I guess the next question is, how do I boost it? Well, to start boosting those airs, I've gone over this in a lot of my other videos. It's about sucking those knees up, you know, and having speed. You want to have a good line going into that quarter pipe, and then once you're in the air, that's when you start sucking those knees up towards your chest. Your board follows you with the law of gravity, and you take that thing up, you know. The more amount of speed you have, the more, you know, the more amount of air that you can get. And when you have, you know, your full amount, sucking up those legs is the last couple inches of air that you'll be able to get on that air. So utilizing everything you have when you have it is key to doing airs and ollies and any sort of grab aerial on a skateboard. Let's be honest. I can't believe I just said aerial, but I did. Whatever. All right, YouTube fam, that's gonna wrap up today's video. As you can see, this feature is insane. And if you're trying to learn how to air on transition, this this obstacle right here will help you in so many ways. And if you already know how to air, you're an experienced skater, and you're trying to learn some more technical tricks or spins, again, this obstacle is your answer. This is like the last step before taking it to a flat wall. So if you guys have any of these by you, go check it out. Go do every trick you can on it. It is really gonna progress your skating. But thanks for watching, y'all. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Much love.